What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another experiment on Madden 22, and today we're doing one that I actually like to do every single year, and it's one that it's very relevant to me, and that is, does size matter in Madden? Of course, I know in real life, hey, it does not. Of course, the motion of the ocean, or whatever the liars say, but, of course, we're going to start with the smallest team. Previously, I think I did huge versus normal, but we're going to do smallest to medium, which is normal, and then the largest. Now, it might not be a perfect working thing, because it could just be completely randomized. We won't know, but I'll tell you this. If they're all the same, or one is way better than the other, I'd imagine that gives us something to work with, right? But of course, you can see here, Patrick Mahomes, 5'5", 160 pounds. The ratings are all the same. It didn't affect his abilities or anything like that. I mean, they've got Kyler Murray in the game, so it's not like they haven't been prepared for this already. Obviously, literally everyone's 5'5". That's 5'5", 160. We're going to do a sim. We're going to take a look afterwards, what normal looks like, and then the biggest. If I had to guess, you would think the biggest, because, once again, if you're considering a 7-foot-tall, 400-pound person having the skills and speed of someone that's like 6'5", you would think it would be a benefit, right? Like, I mean, Mekhi Becton with the speed of Terran Armstead, even though Mekhi Becton's actually pretty athletic, it should be a win, right? So, obviously, there's positions where you'd expect it to be better, where, like a quarterback, 7 foot tall, maybe not 400 pounds, but the pounds shouldn't really matter for a quarterback throwing, but 7 foot tall, being able to see over the field, and seeing over the, well, I can't say see over the lineman, but he's at least the same height as a lineman. It should be an advantage for running backs in theory if they have, 90 plus speed or whatever. If they're 7 foot tall, 400 pounds, they should be able to, break more tackles at least. Whether they gain more yards or not, I would say, honestly, being that big, unless the offensive line pancakes, might actually be a disadvantage. So if that's the case, we'll see with the 5'5" team, but honestly, I don't know. I can't even remember what happened all the other years. Of course, you can see here with a 5'5", 160-pound team, they go 14-3. So, based on win-loss alone, I would imagine being 5'5" did not impact their play. It definitely didn't make them worse. I can tell you that for a fact, which, if there was ever going to be a position that was going to be, disadvantageous, it would be all of them for small, outside of maybe running back. But of course, you can see here that there was no issues at all. Everyone played exactly how you'd expect them to. I mean, 4 1,000-yard receivers. I mean, I got to, tally this down just to make sure, but I can't imagine size is going to matter here. I mean, it's, I don't know if we expect it to, but, it should. It's just, should it matter that much? Like, should we actually care that EA didn't put this in the game? I don't know. We'll see. See if the other teams are bad. Once again, bigs, maybe it is worse. I don't know. But Mahomes wins MVP at 5'5". Hey, same 2 5'5" quarterbacks winning the free. I get it. Yeah, funny, man. You want to go for Lamar being a running back? Although I will say, as of late, then it's kind. The jokes are coming back. And because this is a team that's actually got a really good chance of winning the Super Bowl, that's kind of why I went with the Chiefs, just to see that if a team or a disadvantageous height or weight was going to happen, this team that always goes to the Super Bowl year one and pretty much every other year afterwards, basically, it would prove it quite a bit, as the 5'5" team won the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. They're 5'5". If they can win it, I don't think height can be a disadvantage. I don't think so. But 40, that actually, I need a damn thumbnail. But let's go to the normal. Of course, we move on to the normal size, 6'3". Hey, what do you belong in the other roster. Hey, height jokes, love it. But yeah, everyone's the normal size per se, because obviously the Chiefs, I would imagine, might be one of the shorter teams in the league just because of the skill position players they got around there. 5'7", 5'9". I'd imagine Hardman's probably 5'11". Mahomes, 6'3" is not short, but, it's shorter than, 6'4", 6'5", I suppose, which a lot of the quarterbacks in the league tend to be. I know 6'2" is kind of like the prototypical, but we've been seeing some big boys getting in there. Okay, that's weird. And 14-3, if the game was really trying to expose itself, it's doing a damn good job as literally the same result. I don't know if they won and lost the same games. I'd highly doubt that, but that would be pretty insane if they did. But let's take a look at the stats and awards, as already Mahomes looks a little bit worse technically. So a little bit more yards, slightly less picks, but also 9 less touchdowns. Rushing, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was way worse here, but that could just be, random, as the receivers are almost exactly the same as the other ones. Maybe a little bit more spread in touchdowns, but basically the exact same. Offensive line, 18, 24, 20, literally the exact same amount of sacks, I believe. I did kind of quick math that. 1 more sack for Ingram, 3 more sacks for Clark, 2 more for Jones. So the defense, technically, the normal size guys for sacks were a little bit better. Same with picks, but once again, I think that's just random. I don't see that actually playing a factor here. So yeah, I think... we'll go for the bigs as well. Mahomes MVP again. But I think it's pretty conclusive, right? That size does not matter in Madden. I wish it was in real life too. And it's not that I keep hitting on that joke. It's just so prevalent in my life. I'm just trying to speak it into existence. Of course, this time it is the Packers. And this time it is it is a Packers win. I was about to say this time it's the same exact thing because that's how Madden works for us. But 59-35, that's a lot of points. And it wouldn't surprise me. I feel like that could be a result. It's just, I don't know. It just feels like that. But let's move on to the final sim, which of course are the bigs, the 7 foot tall. We got to at least see Mahomes in this chunky universe. Of course, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but we could do an actual video where it's bigs versus smalls, but biggie smalls. But speaking of the waist and the red, I have done a video like every other year pretty much with, bigs versus smalls. And I did remember doing that one. Kind of corny, kind of funny. And I think EA may have actually done it themselves during an Ultimate Team promo, I believe. Clearly they copied off me, obviously. But we did Santas versus elves. We did, red team for Santas, Jets maybe for the elves. I thought it was a pretty good idea. People really didn't seem to like it. If it would have been one of the bigger YouTubers, it probably would have literally been the most viewed video ever because it's just clever. It's obviously clever, but yeah, that's not me though. And the funny part is, I really didn't have to change Orlando that much. It was like 4 inches of height and like maybe 40 pounds or something, maybe 60, I don't know. But that man's huge. Would not want to get in a fight with him, I'll tell you what. And the bigs go 16-1. Slight anomaly, but once again, the stats aren't crazy. If the win-loss was like 60-10 or something, then maybe we're looking at something. But everyone in the comment section is like, so long story short, you wasted our time. Well, if you want to be technical about it, EA wasted our time. Don't yell at me. Mahomes, once again, similar-ish yardage, similar touchdowns, similar picks. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, similar to the 5-5 team, receiving pretty much all the same. Blocking, this is kind of where you would expect to see a difference. Not really. 18, 21, 24, 25, 26, so like 2-3 less sacks allowed. Pass rush was technically a lot worse, but I don't remember. No, it was a lot worse, but once again, what is that, due to? You would expect the tackles for loss to be way higher than because they're bigger, but that's not the case. Interceptions didn't happen. Now, if we actually played with this team, like I said, I think it would be a lot more different. Obviously, being 7 foot tall, 400 pounds, having that kind of reach and that kind of size, at least on defense, as corners and all that, it'd be very hard to fit the ball in, right? You got those long freaking arms, got the wide body. You're not running the ball well on that team. You're probably not throwing the ball well on that team. I don't really know what you do well against the team at all. Maybe even the running game, you would think those big guys would just clog every lane. No, that's not going to be great for the running back, but they should easily be able to push back with that in note. Mahomes, no MVP, of course, but, doesn't really matter. It's completely anomaly. Super Bowl, every single time, I actually skipped once. That could actually be the voodoo, the thing that ends their streak. But both of the Super Bowls have been reached from the first 2 teams. Just didn't win it last time. And no Super Bowl this time. That decides it. 7 foot tall players clearly are worse. It's just completely random. It's kind of unfortunate. I wanted to do another, does traits matter? maybe that actually would play a factor, but I'm just starting to think that, like, it's the base stuff, stats, scheme, and that's it. Stats and scheme, that's all that matters. The thing is, though, like, the reason why I like to do this is because, obviously, in Sim, it matters, but when you're using, you know, you kind of know, right? Like, it's like, hey, I got a 6'5" wide receiver, that's kind of cool. But realistically, you kind of want possession guys, 5'11", 6 foot tall, fast. That's really all you need in this game. But, you know, a guy like DeAndre Swift, I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter what team he's on, but he never does well. It doesn't matter the scheme. Doesn't matter where he's playing. Doesn't matter what his overall is. Doesn't matter who his teammates are. He always sucks in Sim. And I've always thought, well, that's probably due to the fact that, you know, he's 5'9" or whatever. He's really small. The small running backs usually don't do well in Sim. It's the bigger power backs that do well. But clearly this proves that it's just random. He's 5'8", actually. He just never does well in Sim. Let's take a look at the stats. Let's see what he just had. 3.5 per, 780. I mean, you know, you decide. Regardless, though, that is going to be the video. This is only one of 2 videos. We'll have another one later today, and we'll also have a stream later today, assuming I don't sell at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, if you felt like your time was wasted, you can dislike it. You can't dislike videos anymore. We here at YouTube will not allow you to warn other people. Buy my gift card scam. Like, it's such a dumb thing, dude. If you don't like the video, you should be able to dislike the video, simply put. But, you know, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe, maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PKR Plays, and then, once again, twitch.tv/Jeromepkr for streams. Should have had that damn PKR Plays video up yesterday, but completely sold again. Woo! I'm going to actually do it right after this. I'm going to make sure it's set public for like Wednesday or something. I don't know. But anyways, another video later today. Dolphins franchise. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And yeah, hopefully I see you guys later today. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!